Hello and welcome to Angel's Wisdom with Jane Francis. This is going to be our summer solstice reading because this week summer solstice is going to occur. So first, it's going to be a pick a card. So first let's choose all the cards for one of three choices. And you'll be able to see which bird speaks to you to make your choice from. Pile 1 is going to be the Baltimore Oriole. Pile 2 is going to be the Snowy Owl. And pile 3 is going to be the American Woodcock. Let's get a couple of our other cards. Going to choose two little angel cards for each of these and get a message from your angels for each pile. This one. This Fairy Tarot card deck, I took out all the summer cards, and so we're going to choose a summer card from each. And I also took out the Major Arcana cards, and the Major Arcana cards will give us a hint about where you are or something you need to know that's important in your life. Okay, and we're going to get a crystal grid. This will tell you what gemstone will be helpful for you. And last but not least, an inner voice affirmation. All right, so we have our three piles. Again, pile 3 is the Woodcock. Pile 2 is the Snowy Owl. And pile 1 is the Baltimore Oriole. So make your choice. You can go directly to the timestamp to see your cards for the summer solstice reading. Pile 1, welcome to your summer solstice reading. And you chose the Baltimore Oriole, this lovely, beautiful bird that has this yellow and orange and black. Is reminding you to focus on your solar plexus and your sacral chakra and to get grounded to the earth. In addition, okay, let's see what it has to say. Number 8, Baltimore Oriole. Create a loving environment. Oh, second chakra. Of course it is. Of course it's the second chakra with the sacral with that beautiful orange. The second chakra is the chakra of your creativity, and you are being invited to create a loving environment, whether that's at home or at work. Let's see what it has to say. The female Baltimore Oriole weaves a hanging bag-like nest at the end of a branch using fibers such as plant stems, strips of bark, grasses, and even string. She adds a soft lining. Weave love into your home to better withstand the storms. You are being invited by this Baltimore Oriole and by your angels to spend some time this summer creating loving environments. Whether that environment is at work or at home, you want to make sure that the place where you are spending time is filled with love and light and is physically pleasing to your eye, and it makes you feel good. So do what you can to spruce up your home, to add some special touches, to make your workspace, if you work outside the home, to make your workspace more loving, more personal, in whatever way you feel called to do that and that you are allowed to do that. Create some personal, wonderful space that you feel vibrantly alive in, where you can feel safe and where you feel creative and where you feel loved. All right, let's see what your angel messages are. First angel message says, feel the inner bliss and share your blessings outside. So you are being invited to go right to your heart. Go to your heart to create this loving environment. Go to your heart. Feel into the love and joy that is part of your innate nature. Your soul self is love. Your soul self is joy. Your soul self is present when you choose to focus on it. And you can tune in to that love and that light and that joy just by going within and inviting your soul to share some of that love and light and joy in those moments. And what a perfect way to, if you have created an area in your home that is very loving, to sit in there, to feel that love so that you can ramp it up and then extend that energy out to the world. Okay, thank you, angels. And what's your other message? Life itself is a surprise. Enjoy. Oh, I love this little angel with her fun balloons that are uplifting her. It looks like she's like rising up, light as air and filled with joy, because she is allowing life to be a surprise and allowing life to be joyful. She is intending to have joyful surprises in her life. She is intending to feel inner bliss. She is intending to rise above anything that is not fun and filled with light. She is intending to enjoy life because she came here to enjoy life. As a soul, your soul was very excited about coming here and playing on earth and having this experience, knowing that even challenges can be looked at as a surprise. I personally am inviting, at this time in my life, I personally am inviting myself, my human personality, to learn through joy and love rather than pain and suffering. I am choosing to learn through joy and love. Let's see what your summer card is. Your summer card is 8 of Summer. Isn't that amazing? We have 2 8s already. What we know about the number 8 is that 8s are about movement and growth and power and kind of that unending flow. They are about dynamic energy. Because they very much look like the infinity sign, it talks about unending flow as it moves back and forth and back and forth. It means that that repetition creates a cycle that allows for abundance. So our 8 of Summer says the desire for a more meaningful life. Oh, and you are getting the desire for a more meaningful life, which is why you are creating a loving environment, which is why you are choosing to learn through joy and love and allowing life to surprise you joyfully, realizing it's time to move on, choosing to make some major life changes. So the 8 of Summer basically tells us that you are choosing to walk a new path, that you are choosing a different focus in life, that you are leaving behind some old habits or old ideas or old beliefs and moving on from those. You are choosing to create a more loving environment for yourself than what you've come from. In regular tarot, this is known as the Suit of Cups, which is the suit of love and romance and relationships and family. It's also all about your hopes and your dreams and your desires, your intuition, and your inner experience. So this suit of summer is inviting you to move on, to find a deeper expression of love in some way, whether it's in relationships or whether it's in your hopes and your dreams, or whether it is part of your inner experience about feeling some of that inner bliss. Perhaps moving on means choosing to spend time focusing inward, choosing to make it a habit and a pattern to meditate and have that rich, rewarding relationship with your own soul, with spirit. I'm just looking, and I realize now that this card is number 44. It's the 44th card of the deck. 4 plus 4 adds together to be an 8. So we now have 3 8s, and I'm feeling like we probably ought to look up and see exactly what 888 says in this book. 888. The universe is abundant and generous, and you've learned how to step into the shower of its ever-present flow. Great financial prosperity is yours now and in the future. Ooh, that sounds very promising. Thank you, angels, for that wonderful message, and thank you for guiding me to look that up. I'm also feeling like we need to look up 44. Let's look up 44. Many angels are with you now. You can ask these angels to help you with anything that brings peace to you and your loved ones. Don't tell the angels how to fix a situation. Just ask them to fix it. The divine and infinite wisdom of the Creator guides you, through the angels, to a wonderful, ingenious solution. Invite your angels to help you move on, to help you choose that new path. Invite them to show you how you need to move forward. And our major arcana card is going to be 7. How to move forward, the Chariot. Okay, now what I love about this particular card in this deck is instead of having horses drawing the Chariot, we have dragonflies. And dragonflies absolutely talk about your personal light. Let me get the card and show you. Dragonflies are about your light. They're about flashes of brilliance, and they're about transformation and being adaptable. They're about adaptability. Part of the reason is they live in the 2 realms. They live in both the water and the air. So they are tuned into emotions, and because they fly around in the air, they are symbols of good mental energy. One of the things you want to look at when you get dragonflies is they have approximately a 2-year period of change from when they are born in the water till they climb up on the reed and develop their wings. So they are choosing to move forward and be the light. And look at these two. This one looks like he's smiling. They both kind of look like they're smiling. But this is all about moving forward. The Chariot is all about motion and movement and inviting you to know that it is time to move on. Here you get the message to move on, and here the Chariot is telling you, move on, go forward. And you can see this is moving in a forward direction. Pay attention to that. You are definitely being invited into that. And the number 7 actually talks about going inward, choosing to focus on your inner awareness, to review what's been going on in your life and pay attention to what you want to do. You want to then focus on, how can I create a more loving environment in my life? How can I have a more uplifting experience in my day-to-day life? How can I focus on bliss when I know it's there and available for me? Here's some crystals that are going to help you. Oh, with deep healing, the deep healing energy of azurite and malachite. This is very interesting because it's number 14, and a 1 and a 4 add together to be 5, and 5 is the number of change. You are being invited to change multiple times, actually. The book says deep healing, azurite and malachite. Deep healing, energy, vision. Deep healing is occurring now or may need to happen. Many changes may be occurring in your life at this time. Azurite and malachite are known to bring very deep emotions to the surface. It is necessary to release these emotions for healing to occur. Holding on to emotion can take more energy than just letting it go. It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It takes a lot of energy to keep it down, as it will keep trying to rise. Once you let it go, the struggle ceases to exist. Just as you are going through these changes, so also is the earth. In the way that azurite and malachite can look like a satellite view of the earth, this card represents as above, so below, as within, so without. Allow yourself to release whatever has been buried, and know that as you heal, so too does healing occur around you. It's always good to use clearing exercises as well when you are experiencing deep release. Let it go from your body and aura and the space in which you live. Ooh, isn't that amazing? In the space in which you live, you are being invited to release so that you can create a more loving environment. You're invited to release so that healing can occur in all the spaces where you are. Smudge your aura. Use incense in your home and open up all the windows to let it all go. Spring clean or sweep. Okay, so maybe not spring clean. How about summer cleans? These are the last days of spring, so maybe it is spring cleaning. Clean out that energy and get ready for summer that is happening. About Thursday, I believe, is when it happens. Spring clean or sweep away all that has become stagnant. Once we let go of stagnant and unwanted energy, we make space for renewed energy. Let energy flow from you and into you. Open up to the exchange and allow yourself to become one with the flow that is continually happening around you. This will filter through every level of your being, and you will begin to understand how your external universe reflects your internal universe. Wow, isn't that perfect? Isn't that amazing how the angels do this? It just always amazes me how we start off with a loving environment. We're invited to shift and change and move on. And then we know that part of that moving on is release. It's about doing some deep healing. So I invite you to go within and choose to do some deep healing. And if you have any azurite and malachite in your home, use that as you tune in and invite your angels to help you find the deep feelings that are ready to be released, that you are ready to let go of, so that you can move on, so that you can have a more loving environment and a more loving space. And your final card, your affirmation card, is: I share a divine connection with all creation. Wow. Here we are in the suit of emotion. That's the suit of summer. That's the suit of the heart. The suit of cups, it's known as, or the suit of emotion. And that is inviting you to shift and change. Now, I'm noticing the frog right away, and frogs are all about transformation as well, because a frog transforms from a tadpole that can only live in the water to a frog that not only can live in the water but also live on land. And this frog is inviting you to make a leap of faith so that you can find the gold within you. This is a goldfish. So I'm feeling like it's inviting you to know the gold that is within you, the love that is within you, that divine part of who you are. I share a divine connection with all creation. Allow all of creation to speak to you. Allow the animals and the crystals of the earth and the insects to speak to you and to help you move into that state that you want to be in, filled with light and love, uplifted, enjoying life, and create that loving environment, not only within you, but in your surroundings as well. Have a blessed and wonderful summer. May you enjoy this season and find great love within it. If this resonated with you, please leave a like and share this link with a friend so that they can choose a message for themselves. Have a blessed and wonderful summer. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Bye for now. Hello and welcome, Group 2, those who have chosen the Snowy Owl. Welcome to your summer solstice message. So let's see what the Snowy Owl wants to share with you today. Number 50. 5 and 0. 5 represents the number of change, that things are always meant to be in motion, and 5 represents the opportunity for change. 0 talks about the alpha and the omega. It's also representing the divine, the idea that you have come full circle with something so that it is time for change. It also resembles an egg, which is the egg of pure potential. So when you change, you are creating the opportunity for pure potential, and you are allowing that to happen. Divine design is inviting you into change. Now, this says, Snowy Owl, all things are possible. And of course, all things are possible when the divine is inviting you to change. And then we have 8th chakra. The 8th chakra is also known as the soul star chakra or the gateway chakra, because that is the point of transformation and the gateway to spiritual wisdom and to divine love. That 8th chakra, which not everybody knows about, but it is about a foot above your head. When you open that chakra, when you focus on it and you cleanse and clear it and open it, you can remove some negative thoughts and create new patterns of positive thought. So perhaps that is what you are being invited into. Now let's see. The Snowy Owl says, the remarkable Snowy Owl has a more than 4-foot wingspan. The owl perches motionless on a post until, with wings beating slowly, silently, powerfully, this raptor flies down to take its prey. The Snowy Owl symbolizes pure potential. So perhaps you chose this Snowy Owl because you know that this is a time for you that is filled with divine possibilities. Let's see what else your cards have to say. This summer must mean that this summer is filled with divine possibilities for you. And this says, open up to the innumerable wonders of the angels' worlds. I love that. Not only are you getting the 8th chakra, and we talked about opening that up, and that would open up possibilities, and perhaps it would help open up to wonders that you had not even thought of. Your angels know more about your soul plan and about how you want to shift and change your life. And so they are part of the divine realm, part of the Alpha and the Omega. They are God's messengers. Perhaps you want to tune into the angels and open up to some new possibilities, some new wonders. Your other message from the angels is, hope is an energy of your personality. Develop it. And I love that we have the sunflower on here. The sunflower, that flower just delights me because the face of it always chooses to turn and face the light. And that is a message for you, to always turn and face the light. Even when things are in shadow, you want to allow yourself to turn and face the light. Don't focus on the shadow. Own it, feel it, release it, and then move towards the light. I love your message so far. This is very exciting. Let's see what your summer card is. Oh, you got the Queen of Summer. How exciting for you. This is reminding you that you can be the reigning queen of this summer. You can take charge and shift and nurture yourself this summer, because queens are all about nurturing. And this suit is the suit of summer, is the suit of cups in traditional tarot, but it is also the suit that focuses on emotion, on the heart. It is the suit of love and romance. It's the suit about your hopes and your dreams. It's also part of your intuition. It's also about your inner experiences. The Queen is also a water energy, so this is double emotion. So this is really saying, tune in to your loving nature, tune into your comforting nature, tune into your emotions, and make sure that you are emotionally clear. We have been invited to cleanse and clear that 8th chakra so that we can have a new and different experience, so that we can remove negative thoughts and create new positive thought patterns and bring about positive changes and shift the quality of our life to a more delightful quality of life. This also says, listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. Perhaps this summer, instead of nurturing everybody else in the world, it's your turn to nurture you. All things are possible. It might be your turn to be nurtured. One of the things I want to point out to you is that we have a plethora of sunflowers in this picture. This beautiful fairy, which represents you, is showing all these beautiful sunflowers. And the other thing we have a lot of in here are fireflies. And I love fireflies. I grew up with fireflies, chasing them on summer evenings and catching them in a jar and then letting them go after we caught several of them. They are a delight because they invite you to pay attention to those flashes of brilliance, those intuitive messages, those flashes of brilliance. They also remind you that you can shine your light. Let's see what else you have from your Major Arcana card. Oh, the moon. Isn't that perfect? We have the moon. It says powerful, intuitive epiphanies. Don't you love that? You are being invited to really tune into your intuition. You are very intuitive. You already are very intuitive, but know that you are getting intuitive messages. So in order to do that, you want to let go of worry and fear and know that you can just move forward following your intuition. When we get the moon card, one of the things about the moon card is that because there seems to be less light than there is in the daytime when the sun is out, there's less light, you feel a little more tentative about moving forward. Then you can stride forward more easily in the daylight and in the sunlight. You can see things more clearly. So when it's nighttime and you're trying to navigate things by less light, it feels a little bit more intimidating. You want to just know that you have your internal light and you can tune into that internal light so that you can move forward with ease and grace. Choose to release and let go of worry and fear. That will help clear your 8th chakra. Releasing worry and fear will help clear that chakra out. I'm also getting the number 1 talks about new beginnings. And it also is a reminder for you to focus on yourself, to nurture yourself. 8 is the number that focuses on movement and growth and power. This is talking about moving forward, knowing that all things are possible. You have the potential to do it. You add these two together and you get a 9. 9 talks about endings and about releasing, about finishing up something. Perhaps you need to finish up something because you are moving into this new potential. There's new possibilities available for you, and it is time to shift and change. All right, let's focus on this crystal card. Next we have, love. How perfect is that? Oh my gosh, you got love. This is rose quartz generator. Not exactly sure what that means, but we'll look it up in the book. We got number 25, which adds up to be a 7. 7s are all about assessing your progress, moving into that inner awareness and reviewing what your life has been like and where you want it to go and what you want to do. It's all about nurturing yourself. It's all about choosing to nurture yourself, to hope for more light in your life. Okay, number 25, love, the rose quartz generator. Now I know rose quartz is the quartz of love. I have some and I love using it. So perhaps you might grab a piece of rose quartz whenever you are doing inward assessment. It says 25, love, rose quartz generator, love, relationships, self-forgiveness. This is the stone of love. It is a gentle stone, but a very powerful one. You may have drawn this card because you need some love, are looking for love, or love has found you. Rose quartz may be asking you to look inside yourself. It's a time, of course it is, because we focused on the number 7. Number 7. It is time to let go of hurt and draw love to you. Absolutely. Time to let go and draw love to you. I love how this is amazing. Don't you love how the angels do this? Don't you love that they are confirming your earlier cards? Okay, let's get back to it. Rose quartz may be asking you to look inside yourself. It's time to let go of hurt and draw love to you. It has a subtle color that teaches us to also be subtle when seeking love and to be gentle on ourselves. You will not find the true love you are searching for if you do not wholly love the person that you are on the inside. Wow, perhaps that's what the change is that you are being invited into, is to love, self-love and self-acceptance. When you started off knowing that you are being invited into change by the divine, one of the things the divine always wants for you is love. The divine knows that you are love at the core of your being, and the divine wants you to love yourself unconditionally. Okay, you need to wholly love yourself on the inside. Rose quartz is a powerful stone to use when gridding, when creating a grid. Create a loving, harmonious environment with it and carry a piece with you to bring peace and love to your person. Just by creating this loving environment in your home, you are also giving yourself love. Now I'm going to stop there for just a moment, because having read this, just by creating this loving environment in your home, you are also giving yourself love. Now, group 1 received a card that said, I'll get it here, create a loving environment. The Baltimore Oriole, that was about creating a loving environment. So perhaps you might want to go back and listen to group 1's message as well, since this card is tuning into this same energy. So if you feel guided to that, use your intuition to see if you feel guided to also watching group 1's message. All right, back where we were. We had just read Just by creating this loving environment in your home, you are also giving yourself love. Choose more ways to give yourself this love and honor the beautiful person you are. And you will find you will attract people into your life who also reflect your own beauty. Be mindful that when you are truly yourself, you will find that special someone who will love you for you. You will love the person you had hiding from view. When you create the image of what you think people will want, you create a false you and will attract someone who falls in love with this false reality. As we grow, we reveal more of our true selves. Let people fall in love with your true self, and the quality of your friendships and partners will mirror this beauty. Wow. Thank you, angels, for giving us this love message, for showing us that we can be who we really are. We can love ourselves. We can choose to love ourselves deeply and completely. And your affirmation: I answer the call of my heart. This is the Judgment card. It's number 20. 2 X's. Number 20, a 2, talks about making a decision. 2s are about being in balance and about making decisions. 2s are also about relationships. And I suggest to you that this represents the idea of your relationship with you, your relationship of self-love, of loving who you are. With it being the 2 X's, I'm feeling like this is talking about your human personality and your divine personality, your human self and your eternal soul, and having a wonderful, balanced relationship between your human self and your soul self. I feel as if you are invited to answer the call of your heart, which is to love yourself. Your soul is calling you to love you deeply and completely. So answer the call of your heart. Answer the call of your soul. Your soul is saying, I love you so deeply. I want you to be your true, authentic, loving, wonderful self. Know that all things are possible. As you clear out your 8th chakra, you release all those negative thoughts and beliefs about who you are, and you allow your true, radiant self to come shining through. I hope that this summer brings you some wonderful time nurturing, loving yourself, coming to self-love and self-acceptance, unconditional self-love and self-acceptance, so that you can shine your light out into the world. You can shine who you really are out to the world and have the world love you right back. This has been a wonderful, wonderful reading. Trust that your summer is going to bless you with a lot of light and love. If anything in this message resonated with you, please give me a like, share this message with a friend. Have a blessed and wonderful summer. Bye for now. Pile 3, welcome to your message. This is the message from those who chose the American woodcock. And let's see exactly what that message is. Number 15, American woodcock. Learn from adversity. 3rd chakra. Okay, our 3rd chakra is our solar plexus chakra. And our solar plexus chakra is all about our personal will. So let's see what the woodcock has to say. The American woodcock soars to great heights and spirals downward in an aerial display to court his mate. Then he rises and descends again. If you feel close to rock bottom, remember you too can rise. The journey may bring a new perspective. Wow, imagine that. I had no idea that they did that. When I look at this, one of the things I'm focusing on is this long bill. For some reason, what it's talking to me about is that need to speak your truth. That's just what I'm getting from it, is that idea that you might need to speak your truth. Also, the idea that you are learning from adversity. So when you are having an experience, that would not be your first choice. When you are having an experience of adversity, pay attention to this idea that if you have been spiraling downward, if you have been in a challenge or are in the process of learning from adversity, know that you can rise, that life is filled with ups and downs and ups and downs. And when you are low, you can choose to rise up. Number one focuses for us on ourselves. It also focuses on the idea that you are ready to have a new beginning. And the number 5 is the number of change. So we have the 1, a new beginning, 5, the change. And that has to come from you. You are the one that creates change in your life. When you add the 1 and 5 together, you get 6. And 6 is all about solving problems. It's all about having that breakthrough moment, that aha. 6s are about harmony. So your idea of you moving through this change, you can choose to move through the change with balance, which is a 6, and harmony, which is a 6, and patience, which is a 6, and love, which is a 6. So know that you can keep moving forward with patience and love and balance and harmony. Okay, let's see what your angels have to say. Be a pioneer ready to soar up into new celestial dimensions. Okay, all right, your angels have just an amazing sense of humor. Don't you love that we have yellow and yellow, and that you are invited to soar up into a new celestial dimension. Yes, you can rise, and your angels are telling you they will help you rise. You can tune into your third chakra, your personal power, and you can invite the potential to rise above where you are right now. I love how they do this. I just love how they do this. Okay, your other message from the angels is water flows and adapts itself without losing its nature. Reminding you to go with the flow, to know that this spiral downward is just a moment, and the next natural moment is going to be to rise again, and you can choose to soar. You go with the flow, you follow what you need to do, but see, the sun is still going to come out. We have both the sun and the clouds, which is a reminder of the ups and downs and the ups and downs, and this too shall pass. Is exactly what it's saying. This too shall pass. So go with the flow, but don't lose your sunny nature. Don't lose that light, that vibrant, radiant light. Let's see what your summer card has to say. 4 of summer. Number 4. 4s are all about stability and about structure and about being grounded. One of the ways to help yourself is to always be grounded to the earth. Even when you are in the midst of a challenge, it's important to be grounded, to know I am here on the earth, I'm here for purpose, and I can choose to rise above any of these challenges. It says, being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity. A magical opportunity is to invite your angels to help you soar up and release from any challenge or adversity that you are currently focusing on. It's to go with the flow and not lose your sunny nature. Okay, the other message of 4 of summer is taking someone or something for granted. If you have been doing that, if you have been taking someone in your life for granted, now is the time to shift and change that idea and to focus for a very short time on the reasons you are grateful for that person or that thing in your life. It's one of the things that I have tried to do over time is as I realize as time goes on, I get more and more critical. I start noticing little things, and that's when I need to shift into the idea of why I am so grateful to have that person or that thing in my life. The solution to me is always to focus on gratitude. When we are starting to take someone for granted or something for granted, we can take our job for granted. We can take our home for granted. We can take all kinds of things for granted. And instead of appreciating them, we just expect them or just start feeling neutral about them instead of feeling grateful. Okay, discontentment with life. This seems to be that there is a focus on negativity. Some people that chose this have a focus on negativity, and it may be because you are in the midst of adversity. So you are reminded not to lose that sunny nature, that loving, radiant energy of who you really are in the midst of this challenge. And that is always very difficult to do when we are in the midst of the challenge, is to recognize that the sun is going to come out again, that what you need to do is get grounded, kind of really tune in, face what's happening in your life, look at it from a new perspective, and then focus on how you want to shift and change it. Okay, let's see what else your angels are saying. Oh, we got the number 6. Number 6. So we have another 6, and the 6, the Lovers. This major arcana card is a card that talks about not only love, but it talks about decisions. And this is also a card that focuses on health. So let's read the message. It says, true love that is long lasting. Now, the first true love you should ever have is to love yourself. You need to love yourself exactly as you are. That includes loving even your shadow aspects, even the parts of yourself that you do not feel as comfortable with, as comfortable about sharing with others. So you need to love that part of yourself as well. You need to love yourself, because the more you love yourself, the more love you can bring to others and for others and with others. Choices made from the heart. Again, the Lover's card, this major arcana card, is inviting you to make choices. And it's inviting you to make choices to see, not to lose your sunny nature, and to go with the flow. It's about making choices to uplift yourself as soon as possible and to soar. And it's about making choices to invite the angels to help you, to invite your loved ones to help you. It's also a return to good health. So this might be a reminder for you to focus not on any illness that you are having, but to instead focus on the idea, my body returns to health with ease and grace. It is a process that I am going through. It is a challenge, and it's a challenge for me to stay positive and uplifted when I am not feeling as radiant as I expect to feel. So allow yourself to know that you can return to good health, and you can focus on health rather than on pain or on suffering or on what is a challenge at the moment. Okay, let's look at your crystal grid card. And the crystal that's going to help you this summer solstice is number 3, communication, and it's calcanthite. The number 3 is all about creativity and creating, choosing to create what will help us. 3s are about expansion and growth and self-expression. One of the things you want to pay attention to is, how are you communicating with your loved ones? How is the communication between you and your soul? You also want to use good communication with your body to help you return to good health. So part of that would include communicating positive messages to your body about that you are healing rather than that you are sick. You want to focus on your return to wellness and your return to positive good health rather than affirming what is not working at this moment in your body. This number 3 is also about growth and change. Anytime we get a number 3 and we're focusing on growth and change, it invites us to really look at how are we dealing with our adversity? How are we being grounded? Are we inviting our angels into our life? So communication is also communicating with your angels, inviting them to help you soar. Let's see what the book has to share with us about calcanthite. Communication. Communication is the key message here. Calcanthite works with your throat chakra to help you communicate, and because it is a cluster of crystals, it is especially good for communicating within a group situation or with a partner or friend. Oh, perfect. Communicating with a partner or friend, with a loved one. So pay attention to your communications with your loved ones. If you have drawn this card, it is a time for you to express yourself, allowing the expression to manifest in the way that works best for you to get across what you have to say. Communication comes in many forms, whether it is verbal, written, or through art. Set a clear intention or goal and speak it into being. Let your true self express itself in an uninhibited manner. Stand strong and speak your truth and be real. Push aside any cares of not being accepted, because if you project this, you will receive it. When you are confident to speak your truth, you will attract people who resonate with what you have to say. There will always be someone who does not believe what you have to say or does not like it, but their feelings are about them, not you. When you have something you want to say, but you feel you cannot say it, you may create an imbalance in this chakra. This can lead to throat issues, such as a sore throat, a constant cough, or the sensation of something stuck in your throat. Well, isn't that interesting? We were just speaking about a return to good health. If you're having a throat chakra issue or having a cough or whatever, you might want to pay attention to this, because this says that you may have created an imbalance in this chakra. You might want to communicate with your body that you are ready to release and let go of that adversity, that challenge, and soar up to a new level of health and well-being. Let's go back to the book. If you refuse to say what you need to, this can progress further with the energy backing up into other chakras. If you truly feel you cannot speak your truth, write out what you really want to say on a piece of paper and burn it. Perfect. If you are not in contact with somebody, or you do not want to personally communicate with that person, feel free to write something out and then burn it. It's one way to clear energy without actually being adversarial and confrontational with somebody else. Keep a diary in which you can write down anything that is on your mind. You could also channel this energy into painting or drawing. It doesn't matter if you feel you are good at it. It's the act of doing that is the key here. No one needs to see but you. So just do, and don't judge the final outcome. You never know. Once you stop judging your ability, you might find a satisfying new hobby. Well, isn't that perfect? Wonderful message about communicating. Thank you, angels, for that message. You have been given a way to not only work with a crystal, you might choose to meditate. Look at this crystal grid that has been set up for you and use this image as a meditation tool to learn what you need to focus on, learn what you need to release from your throat chakra, learn what you need to communicate, not only to others, but also to your inner child, or how you can connect and communicate with your soul self. Know that these energies are energies that are available to you all summer long, and that your angels are affirming that this is something that will help you. Let's see what your affirmation is for this summer season. I turn my dreams into reality. Ooh, love that. This is the 7 of emotion. So we are back in the suit of summer. So in the suit known as the suit of emotion, the suit of cups, where you are focusing on your hopes and your dreams. And know that you can turn your dreams into reality. Right now, you might just be feeling the limitation, like here you are as this lovely little goldfish, feeling this limitation of being just here. But know that you can also choose to make decisions to soar and change. You can learn from adversity. You may have descended or you're feeling your limits. Know that you can rise once again. You can swim away from this edge and just look at this entire bowl that you have. Like right here, you don't even see how big this bowl is that you are in. You might not be recognizing it. Your affirmation is, I turn my dreams into reality. Because you are in the suit of the heart, the suit of emotion, just you want to feel what it feels like to have your dreams become reality. You want to feel as if they have already happened, as if you are already living that dream. You want to turn your thoughts to how are you going to feel as you are living your dream? What kind of thoughts are you thinking, and how is this changing your life? Know all the different possibilities. Feel into all the different possibilities. Feel that sense of harmony and feel yourself at one with this new reality, the reality of you living your dream. Well, I hope that this reading has given you some insight, some clarity, and some suggestions about how you can move forward, how you can move into that state of harmony, into that state of peace. Remember to invite your angels to help uplift you. Just keep going with the flow and know that this too shall pass. You are a light, and the light will burn through those clouds. Those clouds are going to end. Life is kind of a roller coaster type experience. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. But when we know that we are down, we know we can always soar back up, climb back up, and be on top once again. Get yourself grounded. Know that it is very important to be grounded to the earth. Know that you are on purpose, that you have a stable foundation to grow from. Release any discontentment you have with life and start focusing on your gratitudes instead. Remember, do not be taking someone or something here for granted. Focus on how grateful you are that that is in your life. And use this calcanthite in order to help you uplift yourself, help you communicate well, and allow your dreams to become your reality. Have a blessed and wonderful summer. And if any of this resonated with you, please give me a like and then share this link with a friend. Bye for now.